Hello and welcome. This is from the CBN, where we bring to you weekly reports and expert analysis of the actions, policies, and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. I am Misi Dada. The Nigerian Brown Revolution is here. What is the Nigerian Brown Revolution? All right, I'll explain. Nigeria spends about $2 billion annually importing over 5 million metric tons of wheat to meet local demands, and making wheat one of the highest food import bills. This is because local production is still just about 1%. The Central Bank of Nigeria has decided to change this narrative by, among other things, pursuing strategic collaboration with key stakeholders in the wheat value chain for sustainable local production. This intervention of the CBN in the wheat value chain has been named the Brown Revolution. Now you know. On Tuesday, November 9th, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, declared the start of the Brown Revolution in Jos Plateau State. We have details for you in today's package. So also, the Digital Financial Inclusion Drive for women and youth across Nigeria, which began last week in Gombe State. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
North, South, East or West, male or female, old school or millennial, rural or urban, the Naira is the same, and so is the e-Naira. The e-Naira is a legal tender issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria. So, let's embrace it. The e-Naira will foster financial inclusion, improve access to credit, facilitate cross-border remittances, and it's easier to transfer. E-Naira, same Naira, more possibilities. This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN.
Thanks for staying tuned. For the first time in the history of Nigeria, wheat is being cultivated under rain-fed condition on a large scale. The mandate on monetary and price stability and the management of foreign exchange reserve drives the involvement of the Central Bank of Nigeria in some targeted key sectors and initiatives. Its recent effort in the wheat value chain will add about 2,000 metric tons to national seed stock and potentially increase national wheat output by 750,000 metric tons annually. This next report is on the flag-off ceremony of the Brown Revolution in Jos Plateau State earlier this week. Bread, muffins, noodles, pasta, biscuits, cakes, and pastries are just few of the wide range of foods made from wheat. Many Nigerians like to eat these foods, making wheat the third most widely consumed grain in the country after maize and rice. About $2 billion is spent annually on wheat importation, and given Nigeria's high population growth rate and demographic structure, the demand for wheat will continue to rise. Spending that much forex to meet the local demand for wheat does not make economic sense and will only increase the pressure on the country's reserves, according to the CBN. Low-yielding seeds variety and poor agronomic practices have hampered successful cultivation of wheat in time past, making it unappealing to farmers and unattractive for private sector investment in the country. Through collaboration with value chain stakeholders, the Central Bank of Nigeria and its partners undertook an intricate seed multiplication program that has increased the national stock of high-yield seed variety by about 20,000 metric tons, which will serve as a foundation for the Brown Revolution program being unveiled at this event.
In an effort to improve wheat production across the value chain and to achieve self-sufficiency in wheat production, the Central Bank of Nigeria added wheat to the focal commodities to be financed under the Anchor Borrower program. Our collaborative efforts with other stakeholders have culminated in the gains being witnessed today, amongst others. Secondly, in an effort to improve output of wheat in the country, We have acquired high-yielding varieties of wheat seeds from Mexico, which are suitable for cultivation in several parts of the country. These seeds will help to improve average yield per hectare to between 5 and 7 metric tons from 0.8 to 1.8 metric tons per hectare average yield with our local variety. The two-pronged approach of seed multiplication and grains production will help to sustain the propagation of the seeds and guarantee the availability of high-yielding seeds to our esteemed farmers. Our overarching strategy for the wheat value chain include 1. Ensuring availability of high-yield seeds for financing seed multiplication and establishment of seed ripple centers. 2. Expanding land under cultivation for wheat to a level that can meet the nation's demand through collaboration with state governments and relevant federal agencies. 3. Pursuing strategic collaboration with key stakeholders in the wheat value chain for sustained local production.
President Muhammadu Buhari, who was represented by the Governor of Plateau State, Mr. Simon Lalong, agreed that food security cannot be attained if farmers are not supported with the right seedlings, agricultural materials, and more, stressing that the benefits of agricultural revolution are enormous.
As I have noted in various forums, the future of Nigeria is agriculture, and there is no doubt that what is being witnessed today in Plateau State is a reflection of the fact that Nigeria is taking a step in the right direction. As a country, Nigeria has relied on the process of oil exports for so long. However, with the volatility of oil prices and its implications on our foreign reserves, we have no other choice but to work towards the diversification of the Nigerian economy by investing in other productive sectors of the economy. Millers have had to resort to importing wheat to meet the huge demand for wheat byproducts. Wheat cultivation, similar to rice, has the capacity to thrive in Nigeria due to the tropical climatic conditions. Currently, wheat is cultivated in many northern states, particularly in the dry season, due to the high heat tolerance of the seed utilized by farmers. It gives me great pleasure to note, as we have witnessed here today, that wheat can also be grown in the wet season in Plateau State. Research also shows that it can be cultivated in other plateaus in the country, namely Gembu Plateau, Taraba State, and Obudu Plateau in Cross River State. I urge these other states to take advantage of this opportunity and key into the initiative.
To cut down on imported wheat by 60% in the next 2 years and achieve full self-sufficiency in 3 years, the Central Bank of Nigeria is working with deposit money banks, development finance institutions, National Agri-Seed Council, Lake Chad Research Institute, Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Federal Ministry of Water Resources, Flour Mills Nigeria PLC, River Basin Authorities, state governments, seed companies, Flour Miller Association of Nigeria, prime anchors, and smallholder farmers. The Brown Revolution has just begun.
Nigeria is a rich nation of green land, rich resources, countless crops and commodities sufficient to feed and provide a means of livelihood for her teeming population. Chin up, Nigeria, the giant of Africa. Exciting times are here. We can be self-reliant and grow our economy if we work together to explore our potential. It takes a whole nation. Let us get involved. Buy Nigerian to grow Nigeria.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is from the CBN. We bring you up to speed on the actions, policies, and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria. And now let's bring you a special package on the CBN Wheat Revolution in Nigeria.
With the advent of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN initiated Anchor Borrowers Program ABP in November 2015. Came a revolution across the value chains of many agricultural commodities, with rice taking center stage. As at the last count in October 2021, over 3.7 million farmers in 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory FCT had been financed to produce 21 commodities on 4.8 million hectares of land, creating over 5 million jobs in the process. Following successes recorded in the rice value chain, the CBN has beamed its focus on other commodities where the country has competitive advantage and which hugely impact on the country's foreign reserve through importation. According to data from the Food and Agricultural Organization, FAO, Nigeria, which is the third highest importer of wheat in Africa, shipped in an average of 5.2 million tons between 2018 and 2019. Records from the Central Bank of Nigeria also indicate that wheat is one of the food commodities with the highest food import bill at over $2 billion per annum. Unfortunately, local production has fallen short of local demand by 99%, leading to the annual importation of 5.2 million tons of wheat by processors. To reverse the negative narrative, the CBN has developed a strategy to eliminate the importation of wheat in Nigeria. The CBN strategy is anchored on making high-yield seed variety available through implementation of a local seed multiplication program, expanding land under cultivation for wheat through collaboration with state and federal agencies, increasing the annual cycle for wheat cultivation to include rain-fed wheat, and promoting good agronomic practices, GAP, for wheat cultivation through international collaboration.
Honestly, I really appreciated the timely intervention of CBN in the seed system of our wheat value chain. Yes, Lakeland Research Institute has the mandate for the genetic improvement of wheat in this country, and they have been able to release about 13 varieties of wheat varieties that are heat resistant, that are also for irrigated and rainfed conditions. With the intervention of CBN, honestly, we can be rest assured that with the quantum of wheat seed that are in the country now, within the next 3 years, Nigeria should attain 50% self-sufficiency in wheat production. All things being equal, there's no doubt about that. If we manage these materials very well, even under farmers' condition, a farmer should be able to get 5 to 6 tons per hectare, because this variety yielded about 8 to 10 tons per hectare in Mexico.
A quick check indicates that the strategy has borne some early fruits, as the bank, through the Seed Multiplication Program initiative, has increased the local stock of high-yield seed variety from 0 in 2020 to over 20,000 metric tons currently, with a firm plan for local sustainable seed production. Over 161 Extension Service officers have also been trained nationwide on GAP. This number will increase to about 600 before the commencement of the dry season cultivation. The high-yield seed from the CBN program has been cultivated in Sokoto with very impressive yield and acceptability by farmers. Based on available data, average national wheat yield is about 1 ton per hectare. The seed from the CBN program is expected to increase yield to between 5 to 7 tons per hectare, thereby boosting overall national productivity. Furthermore, the bank has engaged the services of agronomists of global acclaim who were crucial to assisting India and Ethiopia to achieve self-sufficiency in wheat production, to transfer the necessary skills to Nigerian farmers to enable them replicate similar successes.
I would commend CBN for the time they have taken out to see the possibility of making history in Nigeria. We've heard so many times in different countries, Mexico, Ethiopia, how they multiply seeds, right, to generate more seeds to plant to feed the different nations. This is the first time this is happening in Nigeria, and we dared to try it in the rainy season, considering the different climate changes. CBN went out of their way to actually bring in the experts from Mexico and Ethiopia to train us on the right agronomical practices to follow. And I must say it was very educative, very enlightening. We had a lot to learn from it, even though it's brilliant. It's a good idea. A lot of us are happy. The CBN is doing everything they can, and I must commend them to improve the food system in Nigeria, to improve the standard of living in Nigeria. It's a brilliant initiative, it is a good idea, and it has the potential of making Nigeria's food system a better one.
One key achievement of the wheat program is the cultivation of 700 hectares of rain-fed wheat in Jos, which is the first of its kind in Nigeria. The success of this program will further boost local output and add to the seed bank. Due to the transformational nature of the wheat program to food security and import substitution, the program has been tagged the Brown Revolution. As part of the mass production of wheat for the 2021 dry season, over 300,000 farmers would produce wheat on 540,000 hectares of land in 16 states, using high-yield seed variety from the CBN Seed Multiplication Program. This will cut down wheat importation by 50% this farming season and save the country about $1 billion in forex. This is in line with the bank's strategic plan that seeks to eliminate wheat importation in 3 years. The journey to attaining self-sufficiency in wheat production in Nigeria is not an easy one, but stakeholders agree that the wheat revolution is one that will be achieved with all hands on deck.
In the past, there had been interventions that spurred the production of wheat to up to 350,000 hectares of land during the Green Revolution. But presently, we are undergoing another transformation in wheat, and that has a lot of promises at the end of the tunnel. The Central Bank of Nigeria is intervening with 130,000 hectares, and that means after a year of seed production, by next year you will reach up to 455,000 hectares of land, and in the third year even reach 1 million. Now the implication of this is that presently our production level as put by the FAO stands at 100,000 tons. So that means we are even more than doubling or quadrupling within the first year of intervention, within central bank intervention.
We were assisted through the CBN by the Lectured Research Institute as well as the National Seed Council of Nigeria. You are all here with us. We receive a series of trainings and retrainings that put us on the good and best agronomic practices which are led to the success of the project. Farmers used to complain that after the farming and the harvest, they used to be left with the produce. But now with this program, a lot of farmers are now coming in to engage into this wheat farming program of the corporals or problem of the CBN. And like for instance, there are a lot of farmers that develop interest after they've seen the success we've recorded in our program. For this coming year, we believe that lots of farmers, a lot of them will definitely engage in that. Definitely with that, we'll be able to secure food security in Nigeria with respect to wheat farming in Nigeria.
We have hearing the rain will cut off and leave us behind. But after 2 months, when we came to the farm, believe you me, everything was already germinating. The seed were germinating. So the procedure of planting these things and then the yield is very, very fast now. Okay. Yes, we'll apply, which we apply to stop further damages.
We were actually supposed to start this one by June, but we started it at the end part of July. And people were even started giving up that they are not going to reap anything from this. But after 1 month, we saw the whole thing change. So it's so timely and it's so fast.
The maturity cycle from the time of planting to the harvest is virtually 2 months and some weeks. Because if I could remember very vividly, we started this planting around late July. Now it is October. We really appreciate the government for kind of initiative and the laudable program of everybody should go back to farm. It is a wonderful one, and diversification of from oil to farming, it is something that is liberating people from poverty.
Without equivocation, the wheat revolution, like that of rice, proves that food security in Nigeria is possible if all stakeholders collaborate to sustain the gains of the crop revolution.
In its drive to ensure digital financial inclusion of women and youths across Nigeria, the Central Bank of Nigeria and key players in the financial landscape have started to engage target groups in selected states so as to facilitate their economic empowerment. The move commenced from Gombe State last week Monday through Friday in the first of 6 engagements expected to cut across states with high population of financially excluded women and youths. The CBN has identified Bayelsa, Ebonyi, Jigawa, Niger and Oyo states as the other states with high number of vulnerable financially excluded women and youths that will be reached for the rest of the year. The inclusion drive, among other things, will improve financial literacy and build awareness on the benefits of using digital financial services and contributes to increased access to payments, savings and credit enhancement opportunities for rural women and youths leveraging digital platforms. Similarly, it is expected to promote the uptake of other financial products and services such as insurance, pension and capital market products through agents.
Mutual funds is a way of putting our money together and investing. A professional fund manager will invest the money for us. So you don't have to have so much money to do your investment. As low as 5,000 naira, as low as 10,000 naira, you can invest. So we have different categories of funds. We have money market funds, where those funds are invested in money market securities. You have mixed funds, where you have so many other funds put together in one basket. You have fixed income funds. This kind of funds, they have fixed income returns. Then you have Sharia compliant funds, Islamic funds, we have ethical funds, we have bond funds. So many kind of funds we have in the market. So what we are here for is that women and youth should inculcate the habit of investing.
Target for the drive is to reach at least 25,000 women and youth across the selected states. A recent report by McKinsey Global Institute highlighted the critical importance of women's financial inclusion to global GDP growth, noting that if African countries can focus on closing the gender gap in their respective jurisdictions, the continent could add $316 billion or 10% to GDP in the period to 2025.
The Financial Inclusion Drive is an initiative of the Central Bank of Nigeria and other stakeholders to improve access of unbanked Nigerian financial services. And this year we are kicking it off this November as part of the International Financial Inclusion Week celebrated globally. You may recall that in December 2019, a pilot opening drive was held with over 82,000 new accounts opened across 6 states: Bayelsa, South-South, Ebonyi, Southeast, Gombe, Northeast, Kano, Northwest, Nasarawa, North Central, and Ondo in Southwest. Building on the account opening drive, we have embarked on digital financial inclusion drive for women and youth to consolidate on efforts to implement the framework for advancing women's financial inclusion in Nigeria.
Nigeria currently has a national financial inclusion rate of 64.9% and a financial inclusion gender gap of 8%, proposing to achieve 93% overall financial inclusion and close the gender gap in access to finance by 2024. A 2020 A2S survey by Enhancing Financial Innovation and Access in Nigeria reveals that only 26% of adult women and 27% of youths in Gombe State have access to one form of financial product or service. With the current digital financial inclusion drive of the CBN, that is set to change. That's our package from the CBN this week. Remember, you can report unresolved banking issues to the CBN Consumer Protection Department using the email address cpd@cbn.gov.ng with relevant documents. You can also call the CBN Contact Center using the phone line +234 700 22 55 226. Local call rates may apply. Keep sending your comments and contributions to the email address fromthecbn@gmail.com. Find and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for updates and uploaded episodes of the program. We invite you to join us again next time. I'm Oli Emisi Dada. Stay safe and bye for now.